I live in Townsville. It's very hot here. Um, I love to read and I love to write and I love cats and I try to bring it into it as much as possible. My story is, in a short term, is a steampunked version of Alice in Wonderland. So I've got all the classic characters like the Mad Hatter and the Cheshire Cat, but I've put a little sort of spin on them and made everything a bit more mechanical and changed the story a bit. But you can sort of pick out the Alice in Wonderland things quite easily.
I'm writing a story about a squeamish vampire called Delrith, and she's shy, unique, a bit lonely, and very clumsy. And she's sort of part nymph, part vampire because her mum's a nymph and her dad's a vampire. So she's sort of in the middle and she's a little bit left out. And she's got 3 pets, a cat, a crow, and a spider. And at the moment I've got 9,000 words and I'm hoping to get 12,000.
Well, English was always my easiest subject going through primary school, and I always seeming to go over the word limit for English assignments, and so it was about 3rd grade I decided to just, on the side, just try and write a book, and I wrote my first one and finished it at the end of grade 3, from going to the start to finish. And after then I decided that I really enjoyed that, so that I could go back and a big one or write different ones, and that's when I decided I wanted to write more. I'd have to say definitely interacting with everybody. It's good to kind of get your ideas out there and you can talk about them and you can sort of listen to how other people are going and support them, but then at the same time you're getting the same amount of support back to back up your story and just checking in to see how it's going and if there's anything you're problems with, and even if there are any problems, you can always ask a question.
I thought it would be fun and interesting, but this is very fun and very interesting, so yeah, it's much better than I expected. I like doing the bit about the big crisis bit at the top and making my character suffer, which is kind of fun.
Within my own writing, I've found that the description, I definitely go overboard a bit and I kind of clog up my story. So that was the hardest thing for me, trying to cut it down a bit so I'm not distracting the reader or getting anyone confused. But I have to say, since during the course, I'm getting better.
It's probably when I got started because it's a bit hard to sort of get the story starting. And yeah, you sort of go, oh, what am I going to do now?
Still waiting for that time where I can finish my first draft, get the second one out, and say to everyone that I've finished my first draft or I've finished my second draft. Definitely the finishing is what I'm anticipating.
I'm looking forward to trying to resolve the problem and what she's going to do now that everything's okay again and there's no real big problems to solve because she's got used to that. Yeah, it gives you more ideas and it's sort of fun to see, like, to work with other people, and you're not as shy because you know there's other people that are in the same situation as you. Yes, because then I might be able to add bits in, take bits out, and just finalize the story up a little bit and make it perfect.